Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. This is the Ford Transit Custom, not Transit Custom, Transit Connect. And yeah, I picked it up for a song really, so you can't expect too much for a song. Anyway, little foibles. One of them, I was driving along today and I went to put the blower on because it was quite warm. You open the windows, it gets a bit noisy in the cabin because I need to put soundproofing all around. But to open the window, I shut the window up, put the fan on, which works on all 4 settings, thus. And I put it onto in your face, and I turn them to on. And there's really not a lot coming through there. So I thought, well, I wonder if it's got a pollen filter or a cabin filter. So, like my shirt, it's good, isn't it? I quickly removed 6 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And lift this panel off here. Just about kind of thing like that. Here we go. What's it like under there? That's not too bad. It's like oh my good lord. Right, there's one flapjack. And oh my giddy auntie. Oh, there's another flapjack. Oh dear. Yeah, not good. Oh, where's my gloves? I haven't got my gloves on. Anywho, let's just tap that on the floor. Let's put that somewhere safe so it doesn't do the battery terminals. What is that just doing there? I don't know. But anyway, what I'm looking for. Oh, there it is. Oh dear, giggity goo. I'm going to need to remove these. They're either Torx TE40 or T35. So I'm going to need to remove these two to get this out so I can get a look at the state of that pollen filter. Do you know what? I'm not even going to do that. I'm going to leave it because I've got one on order. I've got all the filters on order because I'm going to do a complete service on it because there's something wrong under the bonnet. There's oil everywhere. I've got a catch can under there. Trying to yeah, we've got a blob there developing. So yeah, if we look up under, look at the state of that. Now it's coming from various places. The radiator isn't set in properly. That should be should be up here. This side it kind of nearly is. You know, we've got bolts missing. Underneath there that you got the rad ta 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 in there somewhere. There it is. Now I don't know whether that's leaking as well. Let's have a look. Is it leaking? I don't quite know from there. But yeah, it's everything is absolutely caked, and I mean caked in oil. So, like I say, it's coming from somewhere. All these brackets have snapped and broken. This piece here was literally chafing right through this pipe. This here. What's that? It's fuel filter, isn't it? That's fuel line, for goodness sake. Yeah, that's a fuel line, all right. So what I did is I moved this clip from somewhere else to here, so it's actually rubbing against that instead of the pipe itself. There was no water in the car. It was bone dry, and I got home on that. I didn't even God knows how. And top and bottom hoses, where are they? There's a top one. When I squeeze that, can you hear that crunching? It's like they have never been drained. You know, you get that hard limescale sort of layer, like your arteries furring up, if you like. both pipes, top and bottom, so God knows what's flowing around in there. Now I've topped up with just plain water because I know I'm going to be dumping it all. That's another reason we've got the catch can underneath to do the oil and to change the water. But for what I paid for the van, it's done us proud today, because we've been on a trip all the way to Hartley Whitney. And what did we buy at Hartley Whitney? We picked up none less than a Rhino roof rack. Obviously there's two halves there, one half and then the other half bolts onto the end. It's literally as long as the roof, and there's a roller on the end, so if you've got anything heavy you need to put up and onto the thing, just roll it up on there. That needs to be loosened off and adjusted and oiled. Stainless fittings. I've got stainless fittings because they look a bit nabbed, don't they? So yeah, that's all good. I did find some water coming in, because up here where the bolts are for the roof rack, there's four, obviously two here and two at the front. There's not a bolt in there, look, not one in there. Well, that is a hole straight through to the interior, as was that. I put those 3 bolts in this morning, thinking that we were going to turn up at this guy's house and literally put an assembled roof rack on and the 4 bolts in and just drive home. But you had it all disassembled anyway. But yeah, if you put your finger up in there, you can actually see that thread. See that thread in there? Ooh, that's my new stainless bolt that I put in the M8. So there's nothing stopping water ingress. So yeah, I'm glad I've deboarded. Those were the boards. Focus. Those were the boards that were in the van. They were obviously laid down and I removed those. And this was absolutely brown, horrible and rusty. I've treated the bad areas. There was one there, pretty much because it was all moisture in here. I've had these out. I've literally cleaned everything to within an inch. Even these things have been in the sink. Yeah, they've been in the sink, so that's all goody goody. I just need to put that back in. I need to work out yet whether I want to put the wood in, because the boards, these boards that were in there, okay, they were cut to here. So when you go to get something outside your van, instead of sort of kneeling on there or stepping in and getting good access, it was a bit shit, to be honest. So I've redone it my way. Right, I was going to take the bulkhead out, the top half. It splits there. Obviously that's the bottom section, so it comes up to there, and then you'd have obviously your two car seats the other side. We were thinking, you know, Winston in here, so we could sort of like not be shut in the back in the dark, scared to death, which we wouldn't do, but it would give him half a chance to come along with us. But the noise in the driver's compartment at the moment is it's quite loud. We've got a weight lost off of one of the wheels, at least one wheel, and it's so it needs a lot of taking care of. I've prepped the rear of the van. This I think I've done a little video of what this was. There was a piece of metal there trying to represent a bumper, but it had seen better days. It had a piece of rubber sort of covered over everything, held in place with a piece of wood and 2 screws. End caps were knackered, so that's all on order. I should be here tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, everything's been done. Spot on. I haven't cleaned the cab yet. It's a good little van. It's 154,000 miles. Good little van. Seats that. Look, I've got a captain's armrest. Caroline was moaning that she didn't have one. I said, well, when you get to the top, it'll be your turn. Hey, I'm only mucking about. Yeah, it's a good little van. 1 hour. No, we don't. Copyright. It's got the old shelf up there for all my guns and everything. Yeah, my swag and that. So yeah, going through the engine compartment. Need to sort them leaks out. Might just change the top and bottom hoses. Part of the course, there's a bit of sticky on there. I think that's dripped down from the intercooler rad and that there. And I've been round with my trusty 661 Nutrarust and gone over all the, as you saw in the back there, the rusty parts, and it turns it rock hard black. So right, anyway, that's a bit of what I've been up to. I've got my factor 50 on, boys, don't worry about it. I've got this mist spray, and by golly, was that not cheap. No, it wasn't, but it does the job. It saves me wearing a bloody hat constantly, and on my arms having to wear those bloody sleeve things for UV protection. So there we are. Right, I need to do something with these yellow headlights. It probably doesn't look like it on the camera, perhaps at this angle. It's real opaque dullness to them, bless them. And I wish I'd have videoed this video yesterday, because the grey parts weren't grey, they were literally bleached white and horrible. All this was horrible, and do you know what I've gone over it with? Everything, all this lot, side thingies, baby oil. Yes, baby oil, would you believe it? Right, we'll leave it there and catch you guys in the next bit of this beast. Why have I got a van? Many reasons, all become apparent. Oh, turbo intercooler, have it.